Obama, the world set a red line in chemical weapons. First read. MSN. Outlook. More. Autos. My MSN. Video. Careers and jobs. Personals. Weather. Bellish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. News.com. Today. Nightly news. Meet the press. Dateline. MSNBC. Breaking news. Newsvine. Home. U.S. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. Recommended. First thoughts. Obama's tough challenge ahead. Recommended. U.S. hopes half of G20 countries will support Syria action after summit. Recommended. First thoughts. Wooing the left. Recommended. Republican Congressman chides Cruz for Syria rhetoric. Header point top underscore header left curly bracket background image. Earl http://cdn.lib.newsvine.com/chrome/firstrd/images/header.jpg equals 10,462. Right curly bracket footer point links left curly bracket background image. Earl http://cdn.lib.newsvine.com/chrome/firstrd/images/footer.jpg right curly bracket. The first place for news and analysis from the NBC News Political Unit. Follow us on Twitter. About this blog archives. Email updates follow on Twitter. Subscribe to RSS. 462 comments. Print. 2 days ago. Obama, the world set a red line in chemical weapons. By Shauna Thomas, NBC News. Stockholm President Barack Obama said Wednesday that the red line he described last August was an international norm rather than a personal belief about the need for retaliatory action if Syrian President Bashar Assad used chemical weapons in that country's civil war. I didn't set a red line, Obama said during a press conference in Stockholm. The world set a red line. During an appearance with Swedish Prime Minister Fredrik Reinfeldt, the president continued to mount a forceful defense of the need to act in Syria in light of reports that the Syrian regime used sarin gas on civilians, resulting in over 1,000 deaths. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. My credibility is not on the line, said the president, who on Saturday announced that he will seek congressional approval for the use of force against the Assad regime. The international community's credibility is on the line. And American Congress credibility is on the line, because we give lip service to the idea that these international norms are important. His comments come as the Senate continues to hold hearings today on whether to authorize the use of military force. The president would not say directly whether or not he would go ahead with targeted strikes, even if Congress votes down authorization, maintaining that he is confident that he will win the votes slated for next week. As Commander-in-Chief, I always preserve the right and the responsibility to act on behalf of America's national security, he added. I do not believe that I was required to take this to Congress, but I did not take this to Congress just because it is an empty exercise. I think it is important to have Congress's support on it. Obama's statement Wednesday offered a new defense of his use of the red line term, coming as his opponents continued to criticize him for laying out the marker last year. Critics have said that Obama's use of the phrase red line last year to describe the U.S. response to possible chemical weapons use was a strategic mistake that forced the administration into taking action in Syria merely to save face. We have been very clear to the Assad regime, but also to other players in the ground, that a red line for us is we start seeing